Hey, this is SoCal Bob with another special message. I'm headed up Larica. Actually, I'm headed up on Stewart right now. And there's this apartment building that has this fruit tree, some kind of fruit tree. I don't know what it is. But I noticed all these old ladies with baskets. They swing by and they pick the fruit tree is just like overgrown over the fence. And since I see properties all over California and I know how things go, and people are very fastidious and fussy, and I could just see someone seeing that tree and going, that's over the fence, we gotta clip it off, we gotta manicure it, we gotta cut it back. But then I look at it from the perspective of the little old ladies and the neighbors and the people that pick the fruit off that tree every season. I'm going, how sad. What if they came and they've been used to picking that fruit, and all of a sudden one day it's just cut off? What? How? That doesn't seem right, And of course, the tree doesn't belong to the neighborhood. The tree's just there growing on somebody's property and just happens to have grown over, and the people just happen to. But the thing is that do we cut people off in our lives because we don't understand their situation? We don't understand their situation. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know how they see it. Basically, it's a principle of perspective. I'm looking at it from the perspective of these dear neighbors, these little old ladies and young mothers and families and children that are blessed by this beautiful, beautiful tree. It's just so wonderful. And that's the perspective of the people. But then if I pivot, I look at the perspective from the property owner. That tree doesn't look right. It's hanging over the fence. We got to cut it back. Somebody could walk into it. It's a hazard. It's a danger. Quick, call the fire department. It's an emergency. It's the same tree, but seen from two different perspectives. So I'm talking to you about this. I'm going to make a phone call right now. I'm going to send an email out because I have an unusual perspective as well on certain things, and I am curious as to, let me see about my neighbor here. My neighbor's crying. There they go, on their way. I have wonderful neighbors in my neighborhood. They're just doing such a good job. All right. This neighbor has these sparkly rhinestone sandals on. It's and the sun is they're like, I love it. I want them. You know what I think it's teaching us? And I think the lesson today is that rather than being so whole hog, so definite, so strong, and this is the way it is. How about we just take a breath? Judah last night talked about this. Jesus was not clip, cut, run, push, go. Jesus is more like, how are you? Hey. Yeah? I love you. Jesus had compassion. He cared. He cared about children, and he cared about old people. He cared about the little short guy, Zacchaeus, up in the tree. When he went to Lazarus' grave, he wept. He cared. He cared. Rightfully, Jesus could have said, what are you crying for? You know I'm going to raise him from the dead. You know I'm the resurrection and the life. Ain't no reason to cry. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But no, Jesus came in humble and sorrowful, and he wept for Lazarus. He felt our pain. Do you feel our pain? Do you know what people are feeling? Can you look at it from their perspective? Let's ask Jesus to help us today. Help us, Father. Help us, Father. Help us, Father.